our main man, NFL veteran, J.C. Pearson joins the show. Can we bring him in, baby? J.C.
What's up, Coach? How you doing, brother?
Man, how you doing, brother? Man, my damn thing went out, Bailey. I can't even see. Oh, there we go. All right. My bad,
Yeah.
J.C. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, man. How you doing, bro? Good to
Man,
see you. Good to talk
you
to you.
too, man. You too. It's been a while. Where you at now? You back home and you out there or here?
No, I'm still in Kansas City, man. Still here doing my thing, man. Just living life, bro.
When's the last time you been Oceanside or the coast?
Man, it's been a minute.
Has
My mother passed
sorry to hear
about
that.
a year and a half ago, man.
Ah.
So, had to take care of all that, of course. But since she passed, I haven't been back. But need to get back, man. See some people, see some friends, man. Hang out a little bit, play some golf.
No doubt. We got a couple of people in the chat from Oceanside, San Diego. So they one guy said he played a little football with you when you guys were youngsters and stuff. So little league or something like that. So
Okay.
Yeah. So we got a lot of San Diego cats in the chat, man. So how your son doing?
He's doing all right, man. Appreciate you, man. Trying to help him out, man. He just football's a tough game, man. It ain't for everybody, man. But he's doing good now, man. He's hanging in there, not playing, but just working, living life.
Good, man. Glad to hear it, man. I want to dive into this right out the gate with you. This TJ Watt situation. He got signed yesterday with the Steelers. Big money, man. This money right here, you wish it was around when you was playing, huh?
No doubt, man. These cats getting paid, and you don't even have to be good to get paid these days, man. But
I'm glad you said it, brother. I'm glad you said some shit I say, man. You know me. I was like, man, I've been saying this for a minute, man. But it's all about like who your agent is now. You got these big social media conglomerates now that are on TV. We've been talking about for the last 2 weeks. These guys just blow up out of nowhere because the people on their cell phones, they like you. You get millions of followers. Guess what you become? You become a household name, and you don't got to be good. You don't got to be good at stand-up comedy no more to be hosting the ESPYs. I'm just telling you, it's crazy.
For real. But
123 million or 108 guaranteed. Would you have signed him at 30 as a pass rusher, or would you go get Aaron Rodgers some help?
Nah, man. 108 guaranteed at signing. That's a lot of money, man. That they could have spread out and really helped that roster get better. Aaron Rodgers, like you said, he's gonna need some help, man, because was he 41, 42 years old, whatever? He's gonna need some help offensively. They could have got a pass rusher with a lot less money than that. But, he's been there. He's been part of the organization. But still, man, you got to, in this day and age, man, I think that's what Kansas City has done well, man, is they've managed that cap. They've given the money to the right people, and they've haven't been afraid to get rid of people when they got to this point in age where they wanted a big contract, but they really didn't warrant it. They haven't been like, you can go down the list, but I think the Steelers, if anything, man, they could have tried to trade him and get something for him instead of wasting that kind of money on him.
Nah, I agree. I'm with you on that. It's interesting to me. I'm confused. I told earlier on 2 weeks ago, me and my co-host who's not here today, I was like, man, we could have I would have went and tried to trade him, go get a Jalen Waddle or some other big time number 2 to go with Metcalf and just try to win it. Because everybody out there is on record, the organization, the Rooneys, the Tomlin, we're trying to throw our eggs in one basket. We're going to try to win it this year with Aaron Rodgers as he's in his twilight of his career. Then I don't get it then. They got a pretty damn good defense already with a great another edge guy on the other side. I think you can win and cover up the holes of missing this guy.
Oh, no doubt. Because, they got some great corners now, just traded for Jalen Ramsey. They got 3 good cover guys that when you have good cover guys, those rushers have more time to get to the quarterback. So so hey, I think they was more of a just a legacy thing. I really don't know, but they could have used that money somewhere else, I think.
And I'm not mad at the loyalty. If you're going to be that organization and you're loyal, and then you want to attract guys to come there in the future because you're loyal, kind of like how the Lakers have modeled their play. They've always paid their superstars. They've always took care of their guys from Kobe to at the end of their careers. They just did it to LeBron for being there. I get that too, if that's how you're going to do it. But Aaron
No, no.
Rodgers, then he shouldn't have signed Aaron Rodgers, in my opinion. Then you
Yeah,
know,
exactly, man. And with the salary cap in this age of salary cap, you can't do that, man. The loyalty and all that. You know what attracts guys? Winning. Win some Super Bowls
yeah,
and
you're
people
right.
want to come. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
No matter where you're at.
no doubt. You're a KC, obviously a Chiefs legend. I got to ask you. Rashee Rice news came out yesterday. I think he's going to get 30 days jail time, 5 months or 5 years probation. We don't know how many games he'll miss. How big is this for Mahomes and Andy Reid in this offense that seemingly a little bit struggled last year? It fell off a little bit. Are you still overall defensively and offensively? Is this team going to win the AFC? Are they going to represent the AFC one more time, or you think this is kind of this run's running out?
Man, they're still in it, man. Rashee Rice, obviously they like him, man. But that receiving room is a lot better than it was last year. Nobody knows how many games he's gonna get suspended for. But they if they can keep Hollywood Brown healthy, obviously they've got
Worthy.
Xavier
Yeah.
Worthy. Then they went and drafted the guy from the Royals from I
Yeah.
forgot the school he came from, but he's a good player as well. They've got some good guys. They still have Juju on the roster. They still have Sky Moore as of right now. They still got Nico Remigio, so they've got some guys that can play. Obviously, Rice is going to be a big part of that whenever he gets back. But the big thing for that team last year was the offensive line. The Eagles. Just beat them up in the Super Bowl. So they went and got some guys. And if that first round pick out of Ohio State, if he's healthy, then he was a steal at 31, 32, this year. So, we'll see. They gave Trey Smith a bunch of money also, but he's a young guy. They still got Creed Humphrey. I think they still have a couple more years left in that run for sure.
Yeah, you guys. I think you got Nick Bolton, right, backer, and then
Mm-hmm.
and I think you got the corner Fulton, right, the Christian Fulton
Yep,
kid.
yep, yep,
And
yep. And then
I like Elijah Mitchell, the running back. They're going to need a bunch of running backs, man. I think, in my opinion, I think Andy's going to have to sprinkle the run game in and figure a way out, especially if Rashee Rice is out for a number of games. You said Hollywood Brown has been an injury-prone guy.
yeah.
And I believe Kelsey's on the other side of greatness. Like, obviously, Father Time can't beat Father Time, so it's undefeated. So we'll see. They got Tunyon, though, the other tight end. I think he's going to be serviceable. So,
And Noah Gray had a big year last
oh,
year.
great, yeah.
Kind of a Kelsey clone, kind of guy that's more of a receiving tight end than a blocking guy, but is coming along real well. So they still have a lot of pieces. As long as you got 15, man, you can keep them upright. You got a shot.
Now I think you guys lost the your safety Reid to the Saints. And I don't know. What do you think about your defense? Are they the defense that won them a Super Bowl, or are they a defense that we're trying to figure out here? I love the core. Obviously, Spags is, in my opinion, the best DC in football. But are you happy with the defense, or you think there's some holes right now?
Well, I think they patched up their holes. And, I mentioned earlier that they've done a great job of letting guys go that want a big contract, but really they can replace. And Jay Reed is one of them guys. They brought him in from Houston, gave him a good deal, time to re up, and they're like, we can let him go because we can replace him. So they got some young guys back in the secondary. Um, Shamar Connor and Cook, and those guys got some experience now. They can play, but the corners they went and got like you said, Fulton. They drafted a guy, and they've got a couple young guys that are big, long guys. Because Spags going to play man. He's going to play man and press you, and they can now move McDuffie back inside on third down and play nickel. So I think they defensively they're going to be pretty good still.
No doubt. Speaking of good, man, you may have had the best secondary in Kansas City Chiefs history when you played. I want to ask, how dominant did you think you guys were yourself, Albert Lewis, who was it, Kevin Ross,
Kevin
Deron
Ross,
Cherry,
Lloyd Burris.
Burris?
Yeah.
How good was that secondary? And a follow-up question to that, why is the Hall of Fame why are they keeping Albert Lewis out of the Hall of Fame? I just thought
No.
he was a lockdown guy. I thought he was a great corner. I think he should be a Hall of Famer.
Oh, no question about it, man. 6'3", could run, block kicks, block punts, block field goals, everything, man. And yeah, he definitely does not get the credit that he deserves, man. But he's a quiet guy, didn't say much, and so he didn't get a lot of notoriety, a lot of publicity. If he was a Dion type, where he was talking a lot, then he probably would be in right now, because he definitely is as good as a lot of those cats that have gone in.
Mm. Damn, that's interesting, because we've had like some legends, like some wide receivers, the guys that just got in finally, Dallas Cowboy legends and other people in there, and they said the same thing. Like, man, you almost got to be like flamboyant and out there, and now use social media to try to get you on and get you a jacket. Like, he's like,
Yeah,
that's how it kind of looked at now. It's like wild. It's like,
no,
damn. So we're
no
gonna have
doubt.
Mark Clayton on the show during the year, and Mark comes on, but he's gonna be on a regular once a week on the show. And how's he not in?
Yeah,
That's
and
crazy.
yeah, we had many battles, me me and Mark too. But yeah, I mean those guys, man. But you talked about the social media and all that, man. Sterling wouldn't have gotten in this year without Shannon.
Yeah,
You
you're
know what I
right.
mean?
Yeah,
Shannon,
and Drew
Shannon,
Pearson. We had Drew Pearson on. Another Pearson. We had Drew on.
yeah,
He just got in recently and was like, he had to make a little like, man, why am I being held out? Why he had to
yeah.
make some noise a few years ago, if you remember.
Yeah, no doubt. Crying, why are they doing this to me and all, you know what I mean? And then now next thing you know, he gets in the next year. So yeah, man, it's crazy. But they need to get some guys on there, man, and not just these writers that, you know, don't really know who's good and who's not. They're just looking at stats and again, like you said, there's the social media stuff and that kind of stuff. But they need to get some real football people on there, man, that know the game and know what makes a player great and not.
No doubt. What do you got in the fire now? Do you miss calling the games? Do you miss their ESPN Fox days, or what do you got going now?
Man, I'm trying to work on my golf game now, man. But the travel, man. I did the media thing for like 20 years after I got done, man. And that travel every week, man, is a grind,
Murder.
man.
Yeah.
People don't realize that. They see the game on Sunday or Saturday and think, oh man, it's all glitz and glamour. But man, whether you're playing or whether you're broadcasting, man, it's a grind during the week, man. And then it's even more of a grind the travel as an announcer, because hell, you're traveling on Thursday and meetings, do the game, and after a while, man, it wears you down. So no, I'm doing some local stuff. Just a couple hits here and there, man, just to kind of stay in it. Maybe do a game or two, small college stuff. But for the most part, man, I'm done. So whenever you need me to come on, bro, holla at me.
Oh, we got to do it, man. We got
Yeah.
to do it. Hey, one of my former players, he's hitting me up right now. He actually was married to, I guess he's saying, I'm confused here. He said, tell you that Linda's son played for you, his ex-wife. So he played for me. I guess Linda's son played for me.
Linda's son.
Hold on. Tell him Linda's son played for you, his ex-wife's cousin. Oh, I guess he's the ex-wife's cousin. I don't know. He's sending me some pictures right now, but apparently he was like, man, huge fan of JC. Tell him that I played for you. One of my former players, Cameron.
What's the
Yeah,
last name?
he actually played for me. Cameron Lowe.
Linda Lowe.
Cam Lowe played for me.
Okay.
But he apparently, I'm confused. This motherfucker wrote some shit I can't even read.
But tell
Cam,
him what's
man.
up anyway. What's
Yeah,
up,
yeah.
Cam?
Anyway,
Anyway,
yeah.
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know.
yeah.
I can't read the damn text. But
We'll
Cam,
get it. We'll
yeah,
get it figured out.
he out in Vegas right now living. Yeah, I don't know what he's saying, but yeah, I would love to have you on during the regular season, man. Especially, the Chiefs fans hate me because I go hard on Mahomes, so they mad at me. So I'd have to do it again. I'm gonna go hard at it. Let me ask you that one question though before you get out of here. Mahomes, we talk about him. I'm a QB guy. Broke him down. Obviously, he has the it factor, so there's no question about that. He's a winner. And I love that he plays hurt. I love that he goes through it and plays. And I'm all for everything. He didn't want to pull out when he got injured. He was like, nah, put me back in. I love all that shit. I think that's what a quarterback's supposed to do. I think Andy Reid doesn't get enough credit. I think Mahomes gets too much. That's just me. I think he has to devise an offense because of whether the personnel or what have you, whatever the NFL is right now, can't hit the quarterback. The rules change. Let's get the ball out lateral quick. Where are you at with what he is versus Andy Reid? Are they just the perfect combo, match made in heaven, or is one overrated, one underrated, or are they just it is what it is?
Man, I think it is the perfect match. I think Andy is a guy that is a great coach, man. Great mind, offensive mind, and allows guys to be themselves too and play. And with Holmes, he's not a traditional quarterback, man. He's not just a 1, 2, 3, make a great read, get rid of the ball, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, balls out. He's running around and trying to make the big play and throw the ball underhand, throw it left-handed. When it works, it's great, man. And, like you said, he's got that it factor. But if you're a young kid and you're trying to be a quarterback, you don't want to try to model yourself after Mahomes because he's not, fundamentally, he's not not great. Traditionally, he's not that great, but he just has that it factor. He can make the plays, and Andy lets him be him. And, it puts a lot of pressure on those offensive tackles sometimes and makes those guys look bad. But, when it works, man, it's great. And he's been able to make it work, man. And both of them have been able to make it work.
Nah, no doubt. I think Andy gets as great as he is, man. I don't know if he gets enough credit, but it's going to be interesting. We do a hell yeah, hell no segment. I got to ask you, hell yeah or hell no, the Chiefs represent the AFC once again.
Hell yeah. Until you beat them, bro. You got to beat them until then, hell yeah.
Hey, no doubt. I hear you. Hell yeah or hell no, Aaron Rodgers will have a great season.
Hell no. I don't think he's got enough help, man. And at 42 or whatever, we saw him last year. I don't think he's the same guy. Obviously he's got that arm, but 42, man, like you said earlier, Father Time, unbeaten, bro.
Hell yeah, hell no. Your alma mater, UW, Washington will be a playoff contender.
Hell no, not
yet, huh?
Not yet, man, not yet. They got to get some pieces, man. And this age of the transfer portal, man, it's tough on them.
What's your take on that, real quick, as we in this? What's your deal with what's your take on this transfer portal thing, man? I think it's kind of just been the worst thing possible ever.
Man, I think it's a good thing, but I think they just got to get some parameters on it, man. Right now they, try to cover their butts with, from lawsuits, and it's just the wild, wild west now, man. And, with the NIL and, the revenue sharing and they just got to find a way to temper some of that stuff, man. But it's all got, I'm happy for the players and all that to be able to do it. But, I understand what you're saying from a coaching standpoint. It's a nightmare right now, but, they just got to find some parameters, man, on that.
Yeah, I want to see them get paid, but I just think the way they've done it, I think they kind of like got over on everybody. They thought it was going to be a name, image, and likeness. You sell, Pearson sells jerseys in the student store. He gets paid off of that. That's not what it was. It ended up being pay for play. And right. I don't know. That's the NFL. What's the difference?
Exactly. That's the same thing. And it's free agency every year right now in college. It's, every year you're trying to get paid now.
4 schools, 4 years. Some of these guys, they don't, there's no more alumni knowing who it is, getting a job afterwards. That degree don't carry no weight. They don't know where the degrees are from. They don't go back and get them now because you go to 4 schools for a semester and you're not even close to getting a degree. It's bad business right now. And we've had so many coaches on it that are like, man, it's wild, wild west times 10 right now.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I can see that, man. It's not what they intended it to be, but, it's crazy right now.
No doubt. Man, tell your son I said what's up, and hopefully everything's all good. And shout out to everything that you got going, man. And go golf, and hopefully we can get you on during the season.
Hey, no doubt, man. Appreciate you getting me on, JB. Good to see you. Good to talk to you, bro.
Man. You too, brother.
And
Oh, I think he got cut off. Baby. I don't know what happened. There he goes. Is he back? There you go. He got cut off. Good seeing you, brother. Yeah, no doubt, man. We'll chop it up. I'll hit you up for sure, and then we'll talk.
Absolutely, bro. Take care.
All right, brother. Take care.